Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna do my live video. It's currently out on my Facebook. If you guys want to go see that video, feel free to add me on Facebook, jeremymuther@yahoo.com. Add me on Facebook if you guys want to see that video. Well, right now I'm gonna talk about that. Well, I'm gonna do like an about me video for my YouTube channel. So here it goes. I'm Jeremy Muther. I'm originally from San Francisco, California. Now living in Somerville, Mass. Um, so I'm gonna tell you guys about like my early days in San Francisco. And well, I was born in 1989. As most guys know this already. Um, I was born on March 3rd, 1989, in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm actually adopted. Uh, my birth mom's name is Gina, and my birth dad's name is Gary. So those are my birth parents, and my parents right now are Kate and Dennis. I do have a sister named Caroline, and I have two birth sisters named Brittany and Amanda. Phenomenal girls. I'm also an uncle to. They have. Amanda has two kids, and Brittany has, I think, two or three kids. So they're. I had never met them before, by the way, because I was so young. I don't. I have never met my birth mom either, but I do have them. I do have them all on my Facebook page. Um, So yeah, so let's see. In 1989, I was born in Nashville, as I said. Then I went straight to California after when I was born. I was born 4 weeks early. My birth dad was abusive. So to my not well to my birth mom. So that was pretty bad. But yeah, I went to San Francisco right after when I was born, like 4 weeks after. I was in the ICU for about 4 weeks because my birth dad kicked my birth mom in the stomach, and I supposedly he died sometime last year or this year. I'm not sure what of, but he was very like abusive and an alcoholic. So, but but yeah, after that I went to San Francisco for mainly my whole life. I went to school uh, in San Francisco. Obviously, I went to preschool, elementary school at Hillcrest with Gary Williams. He was my teacher back then. I had an aide named Felicia. Not like for me, but like for the whole class. Her name was Felicia. They're both great people. So I was at Hillcrest for a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years, maybe. And then I went to then I lived in Florence, Italy for 1 year when I was like 5 years old. I lived there with my mom, my dad, and my sister. That was a lot of fun. Had a great neighbor who had a Vespa. That was pretty fun. I will always remember, playing soccer, at one of the local parks in Florence and sitting on on her Vespa. So that was a lot of fun. I did go to France also. We went on the Orient Express. I think from France to somewhere, or Florence to France. I don't know, but that was a pretty fun journey. Then after that, I went to Laurel School on Gary Street in San Francisco. I was there from '96 to 2000. I had some great teachers there. I had Joan Eliotto, I think my second grade, third grade maybe, or yeah. Then I had Jamie Coulter my last year at Oak Hill. I mean not Oak Hill, at Laurel School. I had her from maybe 98, 99 to 2000. So she was a pretty good teacher. I thought my dad wasn't a big fan of her. I'm not sure why. The work was a little hard. I would say. Well, then my dad, Dennis, he started Oak Hill in 2000. where I went to, where I went there for 6 years. Um, um, so that was a pretty good school. We did a phenomenal job on that. Um, Backtrack a tiny bit. I met my friend Mike, who I've known for over 23 years or 24 years now. We met at UPMC at like a computer game type of place. That was a lot of fun. So we are still very close to this day. Me and him were the first two students at, well, first four students at Oak Hill. Then Reed and Nikki were also the first students at Oak Hill also. Um, like late 99, 2000, I think I noticed with learning disabilities, I'm not sure, but my parents noticed that I was, learning a little bit differently. So I had like a lot of tests at like different locations and stuff like that. So yeah, that happened in like, I think 99 and 2000, 2001 maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, so the first year in Oak Hill was pretty great. I had my teacher, Michelle Pereira, Joe McGovern, fantastic people. Michelle now lives in Santa Rosa, I think, with her. She had a couple of kids, I think, or one or two kids. And Joe, I haven't talked to, seen in a long time. Um, he's doing very well. He used to live by Dolores Park in San Francisco. I remember. He did a really good job with us. We had so many fun memories, like hiking with Joe and playing like playful wrestling. A lot of fun, like in the gym. It was so much fun. But then Reed and Nikki had Lisa and Susan Damproff, I think. So in the early days. Then throughout the first couple of years, like the 2001, 2002, 2003, I had Lisa Rovang back then, and I had Mike McDonald, who came, I think that year too. He was also the teacher for us, for me, Michael, and Alice Glassberg, who I'm still friends with, Jesse Hislop, who I'm still friends with. I think Stephanie Donnellan came one of those years. And then Emma Durst came. She was a nutcase. But she was a good kid, but she was a little weird, kind of, she's kind of really funny, too. So, also Gabe, he was our aide for many years. He's been in there for over 20 years. A phenomenal guy. He's probably is early 40s now. I think he's like 43, 44. I'm not sure, but he started at Oak Hill when he was 25, 26. So he's been there like a long time. So he's really helped out Oak Hill a lot. He's thinking about maybe doing something different sometime soon. So it'll be really sad to see him kind of like depart Oak Hill. So he's a phenomenal guy, really funny, great memories playing hockey, freeze tag, all our fun games that we used to play, soccer with Kevin Skidmore, who came, I think, in 2004, maybe, 2000, 2003, maybe, I'm not sure when he came, but he was mostly Abe Tabus's aide. Abe came in 2003, '04, I think, I'm not sure, but um, speaking of that, I did go on some like amazing trips when I was younger. In 2002, my family went to Africa, and we went to South Africa. And when I was like 4 or 5 years old or 6 years old, I used to went. That's when I first learned how to ski. Actually, I went to Towski Valley with me, my mom, and my sister. That was a lot of fun. We would go like in like March to like April, basically. So we used to stay at the Saint Bernard in Towski Valley, which is in like New Mexico. It's a beautiful, beautiful resort. They actually just added on snowboards. It's a very, very steep mountain. I'm not sure why they did that, but this was like probably over 5 years ago, maybe. They added snowboards, which was a big no for me personally because it was so steep. It was a lot nicer, like without snowboarders. No offense to them, um, but yeah. So 2001, 2002, we went to Africa. Then in 2004, we went to the Galapagos Islands, which was a lot of fun. Me, my dad, my mom, my sister, which was a lot of fun. Also, me and my mom went to London in 2003 when I was at Oak Hill. I have like a whole journal about it actually at my house in San Francisco, not here personally, but some great memories. We stayed at the Parkley Hotel, which is a very, very nice hotel, like in the Hyde Park area of London. So which was in like Westminster. That's the district of London. We went to the Imperial War Museum, which was like a lot of fun. The National Transportation Museum, a lot of fun. The London Zoo was a lot of fun. Went to Harrods, the shopping mall, in Hyde Park, it's by the South Kensington tube stop. But those were some great trips. We also went skiing in Colorado too at Home Ranch, like in the early days, for a couple of years, which was like a lot of fun. In Tusky Valley, I had a really nice teacher. I had a girl named Caroline. I don't remember her last name, but she was phenomenal. I had her for many years in Tusky Valley. She was tall, kind of like blonde. She would always wear like a ponytail. I remember her. She was very, very nice, very sweet. I wonder how she's doing. I haven't talked to her in so long, or seen her in so long. And then in Steamboat Springs, I had Barbara Walker, aka Crazy Hair Lady. She had always had like really crazy hair, like standing up all the time and stuff. She was really funny. She was married to a guy named, or is married to a guy named Chip, Chip. Pretty cool name, I think. But he was a very, very nice guy. He was, I think, a teacher, AC teacher also. Phenomenal guy, very funny guy. I had some great memories with Barbara and Caroline from Tusky Valley. So that was probably early 2000s, maybe like middle, late 2000s. But anyways, so yeah, I was at Oak Hill till 2006. Then I went to Pine Ridge for 2 years from 2006 to 2008. I graduated from Pine Ridge in 2008. I'm gonna go back a little bit, back from 2000. I actually went to Riverview down in Sandwich, Mass. For 4 years from 2000 to 2004, like in the summertime. That's where I met Julian Fryback, who was my girlfriend for 4 years, basically. Kind of off and on, I would say. I'm not sure, but she was a tall, beautiful girl. She was about right around 5'9", probably 5'8", 5'10", maybe. Very nice family. She had nice mom and dad and brother. Black hair, braces, tall. She was nice. So yeah. So that was in like the early 2000s, 2004. Me and Jordan first met at College Pond, actually. That was really nice. So definitely some good memories there. Well, anyways, yeah. Then after that, I did date Juna at Oak Hill. She actually died of Lyme disease a couple of years ago, age 21. I do miss her sometimes, but she was a great girl, great family. She has her mom and dad and her sister. They're still around, obviously. But yeah, I do miss her from time to time. And at Oak Hill, I was in like many plays. That was a lot of fun doing like technology journey to Volcano Island. Even before Oak Hill, I was actually a Peter Pan in a Peter Pan play. Then when I was at Laurel School, I was in a couple of plays also. Mary Poppins, and I was like one of the spoons for like the spoons and spool of sugar scenes, you know. I forgot the last play that I was in at Laurel School, but it was a pretty good one. It was fun. I'll take a drink really quick. But yeah, so back into 2008 and 2006, I graduated from Oak Hill. I went to Pine Ridge for 2 years. My family moved to Lake Placid, New York, for 2 years. That's where my that's where like my mom and dad lived, and my sister was in um, at North Country School. I was just outside of Lake Placid, so that was pretty fun for her. She really liked that whole place, so we're just about to open the window a little bit. So there we go. Yeah, so that was fun. Had some great memories, and like Placid had some great I had some great memories up there. I was not in Lake Placid much of the time because I was in Williston, Vermont. So in the other window. But yeah, I was there for 2 years. I had some great RIs at Pine Ridge. I had Stuart Resicar Man in Mansfield, and I did South um, two, I think it was down below. But yeah, I played a lot of sports back in my early days. I played soccer and basketball in high school at Pine Ridge. I was a midfield and forward in soccer. I played on JV. Unfortunately for Pine Ridge, I should have been with varsity personally because I played basketball for so long. Also, when I was younger, before when I was at like Laurel School, I played for Star of the Sea, which was a school next door because Laurel did not have a school. Well, did not have a team back then. I also played at basketball at the YMCA on a league when I was younger, and I played soccer also actually. So I've been playing soccer for a long time and basketball too for the longest time. Um, so yeah, after Pine Ridge, it closed down in 2009, unfortunately, because of financial problems. Thanks to Daniel Blackhurst, he really fucked up the school pretty bad back then. But yeah, after Pine Ridge, I went during that summer. I went back 2008. I went back down to Plymouth for that summer. I remember, and then I started at Mitchell College in 2008 for about 2 weeks because I couldn't stand it because because the work was a little too hard and New London, Connecticut wasn't really a fun place for me because I'm more of like a city person myself. Um, I did miss a couple of things like in the early days. I actually got diagnosed with a disability probably in the early 2000s. I think it's called PPD. I'm not sure, but was diagnosed like with like a learning disability when I was a kid. So it kind of sucks, but I just live life by the fullest, you know. But oh, and by the way, I started like wearing glasses when I was like 11 or 12 years old. So so like the early days, like I think 2001 or 2002, I started doing that. But anyways, back to 2000 and Mitchell. Mitchell was all right though. I met some nice friends there. That's where I met L.A. Williams, who I went to Leslie with in 2008 to 2010. After Mitchell, I did go to Leslie University. It was a lot of fun. So um, I've had so many great friends from Leslie and Riverview, Pine Ridge. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. I miss seeing all you guys. Obviously, we had some great memories, from Pine Ridge, Laurel School, and Mitchell, and then Leslie. So thanks guys for being my friends too. So yeah. So after Leslie, in 2010, I did like a post grad year. On I had an apartment on Eustis Street in Cambridge in 2010, 2011 to 2012. That's when I started dating Julie McHenry. Was probably 2010. We had some great memories. Phenomenal girl. We didn't always like trust each other. Unfortunately, I think we both cheated on each other like a couple of times because of the distance. Because she moved actually moved to Virginia after her dad got a new job down in Virginia. So before that, she lived in Southborough, Massachusetts. So that was always fun, though. Like going to her house in Southborough. I remember going like into the hot tub and spending some nights over there, and then she would spend some time at my apartment on Eustis Street, like on some of the weekends, and after work she would come over, and see me and stuff. So, but yeah, me and her had some great memories. But after Leslie in 2012, I moved back to San Francisco. Unfortunately, that's when I first went to moving forward. I started moving forward in 2012. Um, so yeah, moving forward was all right. It was not that great of a place. I feel like I was way too advanced for that program. I feel like because I've already lived on my own before, so that's why I wasn't a big fan of moving forward. Don't get me wrong, I met some great friends there, but it just wasn't a good fit for me. That's what my mom thinks after moving forward, obviously. Also, my parents got divorced actually in 2011, 2012. My dad, Dennis, and Kate split up after many years of marriage, so I'm not really going to go into that. But yeah, I did get hired on at Modern Method Roofing, as most of you guys know this already. I had my boss, Brett Hummer, threw me like under the bus a lot of the time. The job was okay. I mostly did like inventory and loading up the trucks for the workers, like with like supplies and stuff for the day. Modern Method is a roofing company in Napa, California. It's still there right now. It is a great company, but my boss at the time, always threw me like under the bus and stuff like that. So he was an okay boss, I would say. But so 2013, as most of you guys know, I left Napa for Ohio. That's where I started dating Sarah. We dated for like six months, maybe 5 months. But she was nothing but a cheater. She cheated on me the whole entire time, slept around on me the whole entire time. But yeah, I was definitely glad that I left moving forward because I wanted to so bad. But yeah, Sarah cheated on me the whole entire time. I'm nothing but a bitch, basically. I did so much for that girl. Then I took care of Alex, her son, who's still her son now. He's probably at least almost 10 years old, probably, I would think. She actually has two more kids, I think a daughter and a son. So, she currently lives in Columbia, South Carolina. She's been engaged since 2014. I have not talked to her since. But after Ohio, I went to Plymouth, Mass, obviously, for 2 years, from 2013 to 2015. That's when I started working at the beach house. My beach house got hit by lightning in 2011. Got hit by lightning, so I started working out at the beach house with George and Mikey and Mark Dwyer. That was a lot of fun. Had some great times with had some great times with George, obviously, and Mikey, and some really funny times. But we did get shut down, unfortunately, like in September of 2013 or October 2013. Then we did like, a whole bunch of like other jobs all around like the South Shore, like Hanover and Cohasset, Scituate, Plymouth. We did lots of jobs in Plymouth and other places. They did a job in Hull too. So So yeah, I got to learn a whole bunch of like new construction stuff. So that was a lot, like a lot of fun, great experience. George was a great boss to me, obviously. My mom hates him now, obviously, from all the bad things that he did wrong to the cottage on Plymouth Long Beach. As most guys know that already. But he's still a great guy, I think, to me at least. But yeah, after 2014, the house got beach house got raised up. As most guys know, Winkler crane service lifted up the house like 12 feet in the air. So that was a lot of fun. Great watching that live. That was a lot of fun. I do have a lot of pictures of that on my YouTube as videos, and then I have it on Facebook as pictures too. So, but yeah, 2014, the house was still being done. Obviously, was out there for another year since 2015. So after 2015, the house was almost done, I would say. Not really, but my mom hired a new contractor back then. I don't remember the company name, but so yeah, that's when I started. I was back in California, actually. I did a lot of trips to Portland to see my Aunt Judith back then, and let's see. I also worked that's when I first started working at with Royal Development and Realty at the old Bridge Theater. We did the batting cages at that new place on Gary Street. That was a lot of fun with Jesus and Adi and Mario. Fantastic guys, great group of guys. That was a really fun job. Took about a year to do, year and a half maybe. My boss at the time he's a great guy, named Matt Quintero, phenomenal guy. So I did that for a year there. I also worked with the San Francisco Giants for 2 seasons in 2008 and 2009, I think it was. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, till 2017 and 18, I would say we did the August Hall job, as most guys know this already. It was originally called Ruby Sky, but it got changed to August Hall. That job was really great. It took so long to do. It took 9 or 8 months to do. It was definitely delayed, like in the grand opening. So it was a phenomenal job, though. Met so many great people, like co-worker wise and subcontractor wise. Jose, we had Mario, obviously Jesus, Adi, Danny Paz, and Roberto Singh. Phenomenal guys, great workers. We had a great time at August Hall. Some great memories there. Some great laughs too. Some great memories. I always remember that great job we did there. August Hall is now ranked one of the top nightclubs in San Francisco now, by the way. It has some phenomenal reviews on it, so I'm really blessed to work on that place, obviously. So after that, I took a year off, basically, from working like in construction. I took a long deserved time off. I traveled a lot to the East Coast in like the summertime in 2018 and 19. I actually went to Las Vegas for the first time in 2019. For my birthday, it was me, my dad, and his wife now, Jocelyn. Their actually anniversary is tomorrow. Happy anniversary, guys. I do have a new stepmom now named Jocelyn. It's been, I think, since 2015, it's been a while. I think 2015, I think it was. I'm not sure, but it's been a long time since they've been together. So, she's a great stepmom to me and to my sister and other people. And I do have two stepsisters named Taylor and Kelsey. So they're great. Both tall people, really great people. Really great people. Blessed to have them in my life, obviously, too. But yeah, after the Las Vegas trip, I went to Portland, Oregon to see my Aunt Judith. And that's when I first learned how to drive stick shift. But also back to 2016 and 17, I also went to Napa, California to like Billy's program, All About Ability. Had a phenomenal time there with Michael Arbios and Dylan Miller. I've known Dylan Miller from moving forward, obviously, from 2012. He's a great friend. Michael Arbios came in 2016, 2017. I think he came in October. Phenomenal guy. They both work at Target in Napa. So they're great guys, phenomenal people. I have some great people, like as staff, Billy, Shayla, of course, phenomenal person. She just had a baby, like earlier in the year. I think she had a baby girl named Lila, I think her name is. I'm not sure, but, and then Carrie, of course. She was phenomenal. Carrie Atwood, I think it is. I'm not sure, but Carrie, she was a phenomenal person, really great stuff. She was also at moving forward also before I left for Ohio. So yeah, after 2018 and 19, I actually basically moved back out east in April 2019. I moved back east. I went to the Leslie dance, or the semi-formal. And I moved to my apartment now here in May 2019 in Somerville. So I'm so happy to be back in Somerville. It feels it is a great blessing to be back here in Massachusetts. I'm a big East Coast person, as most of you guys know this already. I love the East Coast, and I'm definitely blessed to be back here. On January 2019, I actually got a truck from my mom, as most of you guys know this already. As a Christmas present. I'm definitely blessed to have it. I'm so blessed to, drive all the time and have my license. I've had it for 3 years now. Definitely a huge accomplishment for me. It's been really fun driving a lot more, and I'm getting way more used to driving now, so that's pretty fun. Big thanks to my mom for the truck again, and to my family and friends for loving me and all of that. I also started at CIC in June 2019. Now it's been almost a year now. I actually have my yearly review the second week of June, I think, or third week of June maybe. We'll see how it goes. But I also got hired by the Red Sox last year. Also, this would be my second year, but the season is postponed, obviously, because of the coronavirus. But yeah, right now I'm just pretty much single. I've just been doing me, and I'm not really into anyone these days. Just been staying safe and being indoors, talking to my friends and family, obviously. We'll be going down to the beach a lot, like in June, July, and August, and September probably, like on the weekends, to see my mom and other cousins and stuff like that. So that will be a lot of fun. So to wrap this video up through like a sum, basically I'm a hardworking guy with like learning disabilities. Obviously, I am a very, very smart guy. I'm an A and B student. In school, I was. I work my butt off. I have a great sense of humor. I'm a great person. I think a lot of people judge me like from my looks and not like what's inside. I have a huge heart. I tend to wear it like on my sleeve a lot of the time. I feel like I've been giving people way too many like chances, like being like in my life. I have a lot of exes, obviously, who like walked out of my life. People from Pine Ridge have walked out of my life. Also, a couple of them, which I'm not gonna like mention, obviously. But yeah, I have lost a lot of like friends through like relationships and stuff like that. I've been losing a lot of friends on Facebook this past couple of years. Which really sucks. It is what it is. But yeah, I just been living life to the fullest, just being myself. Just don't judge the book by its cover. Basically, I'm still a great person. I'm a great hard worker. I have a huge heart, big sense of humor. I do want to have kids someday. Obviously, and be married and have a great life. Continuing to drive and work. I might not stay at CIC for like long term. Obviously, I don't see myself there like long term. No offense to them. I just would like to go back to like construction again, and get my DOT card, and we'll see what happens. But I would love to go back into like construction. I probably will be moving down to Plymouth sometime next year. We'll see what happens though. I'm going to keep my options open, obviously. I might want to do like Uber Eats or DoorDash too when I'm down there, and maybe not do CIC. We'll see. So I just be down like in the South Shore area, doing my trips and runs for like Uber Eats or DoorDash, or we'll see. But I'm gonna keep my options open. I was planning on getting a dog too before the quarantine started. I will be hopefully trying to get a dog after quarantine's over and have the virus is over. I'll probably try and get a dog then. Hopefully get a pit bull mix. I'm a big fan of them, and huskies too. That's what I've been looking at mostly. So I know I did miss out on a couple of things. I did miss out on my childhood babysitters and caretakers I had. Ping and Bill took care of me for 6 years in the early 90s. They're currently like in the 85 or 84 right now. Bill has Parkinson's disease right now, really awful disease. Big shout out to them. They're originally from China, by the way. They're now U.S. citizens. My good old babysitter, Holly Hour from Sacramento. She used to live in the San Francisco on Vallejo Street. She used to drive me to Laurel School in Oak Hill. Big shout out to her. You did such a great job with me and everything. And then lastly, I have Carolina, who I've known for many years, probably over 10 years, probably. She started, I think, late 2000s, maybe early 2000s. After when Holly left, I'm not sure, but she's currently living in San Francisco. Also, I hope she's doing fantastic. Big shout out to all those guys for helping me when I was like younger. Means a lot. I miss you guys. I love you guys. And but yeah, I think that wraps up for this video. Hopefully, I'll find a girlfriend that will love me for me pretty soon, and like when something like love me for me, and keep and just live happily ever after. So, thanks guys for watching. Hope to talk to you guys soon. I hope this video is a little bit better than my past one a couple of days ago. It seems very, very like jumpy. Like I didn't really add in a whole bunch of like stuff, I feel like. So, all right guys, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys have any questions about me or my lifestyle, feel free to hit me up. Also, I have been listening to a whole bunch of like old songs, by the way, from like the early '90s, when I was like a kid, like in middle school and like elementary school. So the like Chumbawamba and Smash Mouth, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all the great groups back then. Tupac, obviously, and Matchbox 20, No Doubt. All those great groups. So I hope everyone stay safe out there. Be safe. Have a great summer, I hope. Hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.